Hey guys, welcome back. So we're down by the creek again, and I have a few fun perennials that I'm going to plant today. So exciting to be getting into the perennials because those are the plants obviously that are going to last and come back year after year. And I definitely need to get more perennials out here so I don't have to lean so heavy on annuals, even though I love annuals, as you can tell. I do plant quite a few just to pop in the yard. I feel like I am starting to figure things out a little bit, and obviously you've seen that if you've been with me for a while that you're kind of learning with me, I hope, because I've definitely made some mistakes and I put things places that I'm like, oh, maybe that's not the best place. And I am going to be moving a few things today and planting a few things in that spot. So let's take a look at the area that we're going to be planting. Okay, so here are the butterfly bushes. They're so pretty, right? Especially next to that rose. So this is the Pugster blue, the dwarf butterfly bush from Proven Winners, and it gets 2 by 2 feet, which is such a great little size for this spot. And look how pretty that is in front of those hydrangeas. That's pretty. This is making me think I should leave this hydrangea right here, but I think I'm going to take it out. And what's nice about these is they're very drought tolerant. They like well-drained soil, and that's how this spot is. It's very well drained. In fact, our sprinkler system kind of ends right here, which is weird. They didn't, I guess this is supposed to reach there. I need to kind of check and see where it goes. Watch out, pups. But the sprinkler's right there. That's the last one, and it's supposed to spray this spot, but I think these plants are kind of blocking it. So I need to see if I need to take care of this vinca a little bit. But what's nice is my garden is right up here, so I can just water, because I check out my garden like daily. I can just throw some water down there. It's not hard, but it's just would be nice if I didn't even have to think about it. But these butterfly bushes are going to be great because they're not going to require a ton of water, and this is just a really hot, dry spot. Now I did come in last fall and plant some things in here. So I have some bee balm, or some Monarda. This is a nice light pink one. It's Monrovia brand. It's really pretty. I really love this Pugster blue with that color here, and I wanted to make a big impact, and I almost wish I would have bought 3, but I'm trying to decide if I should move this Pinus mugo pine. This gets like 1 to 2 feet tall and 3 to 4 feet wide, and so I think it is kind of good for this area actually. But what I think I'm going to do is, since I like this color so much, I am going to plant this one here, and I have some sedum back there that's just not doing that great, so I'll probably transfer that or transplant that. So I'm just trying to make a few decisions here. So I'm going to have to move this bee balm, and I'm definitely going to pull out this hydrangea. This is a Limelight Prime. I had some in my front yard to match my other ones, and my other ones I realized aren't Limelight Prime, and they are a little bit different. These are a little bit stronger, but the blooms are a little more compact, and I feel like it's a little bit smaller. I don't know, they just look different, and I want them to match. So I pulled them out and moved it back here. But I either need to find a new spot for this or give it to my sister. She has a whole yard that she needs to like fill up, so I think she'd appreciate having that. So let's first of all pull this out. I have a pot here that I'm going to stick it in temporarily, and then I have a few other plants I need to pot up too in here, and we'll talk about those after this little project. Let's finish this up, and I'm not sure, I cannot remember what plant this is. I have to look back at my video, but these geraniums lasted here, which was nice. They kind of just came back up. They're a little chlorotic. Things get a little chlorotic here on this hill. So let's take this out. You know, this might, oh, there's some plants there. This might do well. See, I have a hydrangea here too, and this is like a little, I can't remember the variety of it, and it just doesn't quite get enough sun. That could probably be moved too, and I need to find some more shade plants to go here. Maybe I'll put another evergreen, but they like sun too, so it's tricky. Yeah, I'll just take the hydrangea out and figure that out later. So let's start with that, get the hydrangea out, and then we can kind of play around and see exactly what we want to do. Okay, so I think I've decided to shift everything over because I really pictured a big cluster of these here. Hopefully I won't regret it, and hopefully that pine does well. I only planted it in the fall, so it should be fine. So I'm going to move this bee balm here, which I think will be great because it'll be a little closer to this water here. And then I'll move the Pinus mugo pine, it's a dwarf, right here. And then I'll put both of those there. That'll be perfect. Okay, I'm happy about that. Welcome to my brain, you guys. It's fun in here. Lots of decisions to make. I have a hard time making decisions. I'm very indecisive, but once I figure things out, I just go for it. So we're gonna go for it. Here's the layout here. The lighting is not the greatest, but I love that. I'm so glad I moved that. And this will still be fine here, I think, and it'll take forever to get big. And this bee balm will be happier with the water, and so will that, I think. It definitely gets more dry as you go this way, so these are perfect. Yes. So excited about that. Okay, let's get them all on the ground. I'm hoping they're not planted too close together, but I wanted to give this enough room, and I think that's great. It'll take a while for it to get that big, so love that. Love that blue next to that rose. Love them together. And see, if you have a smaller space, I think sometimes 2 plants is fine. They always say 3 to 5, but sometimes I feel like my space is a little small. And say if I didn't have anything here, then I'd probably plant the 3rd one here. So there's a grouping like that, but I'm just doing it rows. So I think 2 is great. That'll give that room. I'm gonna come and deadhead this rose while I'm here. I'm gonna have a big cutback day fairly soon and deadheading day, but I'm just gonna get this rose done while I'm here to encourage this new growth. We're already getting new buds. And I don't think this plant will interfere too much. That's why I got the Pugster, because it stays low. And aren't these in great condition? I had bought some at another nursery and they were quite a bit cheaper. They were like $17 a pot, and it was a small pot and they were tiny. But then I saw these and these were like $40, but I was like, dang, I want that impact right now. So I did take those other ones back, and then I picked these up. I got these at J&J. They have quite a few, actually. They have the amethyst one too, and I was trying to decide between that one, but I'm really happy I went with this blue color. I kind of like it back here, and I think it's deep and dark. And the thing I like about the dark one is with this dieback, you can't tell as much because they do get a little dead looking when they die back, but they always are, look, they're pushing new ones on the outside, so by the time this one fizzles, those should be bigger. So but you didn't notice that as much, so that's the reason I went with this one, and the color is really stunning too. Okay, so let's clean this up. I'm gonna water everything in. I have some vinca that I pulled out that I'm just gonna I've been trying to transplant it in this area, but it doesn't really take. I've had only one little thing take, and we'll see if these ones do. I don't really take the time to come and water them. It's kind of like whatever will survive, will survive. That's probably why they haven't been doing the best, but I'll water this area. And and the bee balm I think will be great here. It'll get plenty of sun right here, and it'll get more water. And let's turn the sprinkler on too and see if I need to move any of these plants away. We'll do that very last. cleaned up. I also cut the blooms off of these. I don't like the blooms on on lambs here. This variety, Helen Bonstein, seems to have less. That's one of the reasons I really, really like it. And that looks really pretty. And I think that's going to be pretty growing over the Helen Bonsteins. Ah, so pretty. Okay, let's move on to our next project. So anywhere in the yard where I've just planted one flower, because I tended to do that when I first started doing this, was just plant one flower, and I really have learned to like the groupings. So everywhere I have one, I'm trying to slowly add two by it so it looks a little better. I'm loving this area right now. It's so fun. So over here, it gets really dry. The sprinklers don't really reach this area. And so I want to put more of this Nepeta. This is the cat's pajamas from Proven Winners, and I have this in various, oh, sorry bee. I have this in various places in my yard, and it's really pretty. This is a shorter version, so this is only 12 to 14 inches. Other catmint you see like around can be super tall, and they splay out. If they get too much water, they can kind of like splay out in the middle. And I have a few spots where they're like that, but this stays really nice because it's actually really dry. So it's good. So I think I'm gonna tuck one here. I had an ajuga here that's not doing that great. So I'll put this here, and that'll be pretty up against that rock, even next to this dianthus here. And then I was thinking of putting one right here too. This mugopine's gonna take a while to get big, and maybe I'll just put it, sorry bee, maybe I'll just put it right here. And they'll still be a big grouping. I think that'll be pretty. Maybe I'll do that. That'll be a good spot, because I think right here, this mugopine will eventually fill in. And then I'll just have like a trio around it. So that'll be really pretty. So I'm gonna put those both right here, and that'll be my last planting project. And then I wanna go, wow, this is looking so pretty this morning. And then I'm getting ready to go out of town, so I need to button up a few things, trying to get all this stuff in the ground and button a few things up. So I have some drip line I need to fix on my little strawberry carrot raised bed, elevated bed up there from Vigo Garden. So I'm gonna do that too today. So that'll be our last project for this video. So let's get those in the ground. Freaking ants. I got into a little ant pile over there. I was standing in it right there. I started getting bit. Oh, there's tons of them. I hate ants. Look. Ah. Okay, let's finish this. Try not to get bit too much. Definitely gonna get bit. Did a couple times. Ugh, hate that. feel like I have ants on me all day long. Oh my goodness. That Gara is so pretty down there, isn't it? But I do love it next to trees. And I kept thinking maybe this would be a pretty place once this Mugo pine gets a little bigger to have a little Gara here and here. I planted some seedlings in here. They're not doing that great. These on these side are doing pretty good. We might have a few, but the snapdragons are basically disappearing. Sad. Anyway, I was trying to tuck some in the yard, but that is all done. It'll be pretty to have Nepeta all around here, around this rock. And I like the placing. It was a little tough getting that one in there because there's some tree roots and rocks, but I got it in there as best as I could. It's a little high, but I think it'll be okay. I built the mulch up around it and it'll root in and be just fine. And I did get a little bit, and now I'm a little itchy. Stupid ants. So anyway, that is it. Thanks so much for joining me. So fun to get some perennials in the ground. I've got one more grouping of perennials to plant, hopefully next time. And then I'm gonna take a little planting break, maybe, because I'm going out of town. I'm going on a few trips, so I gotta kind of slow it down. But hopefully you're out getting some perennials planted. So we will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for joining me. See you guys. Bye.